Hello. As usual, we're here. Let me actually move my camera. And there's nothing really much to say. Let's just get right to it. Fortunately, I'm still dealing with this laptop issue, which, yeah, it's kind of cooked right now. So I can probably just stream for like 30 minutes again. Then I have to go recharge this again. All right. Let's not waste time. Let's get right to it. So yesterday we talked about how social she is. We used FGO as an example. And I think we were going to talk about her heroic identity today. Give me a second here. There we go. Perfect. Okay. All right. How do I want to go about that? Hmm. Okay, let's do this. Hmm. Lily. I wonder. Hold on. Lily's aware that she is silently being watched by those around her. Jeez. She's no longer. She was no longer training for herself. It's one of those. It's one of those situations where there's high expectations placed on you right from the get go. That's where I'm getting at with this. Stepping into a position that others project on her. Just sort of. Oh, we're about halfway done with the other video. So today's Tuesday. By Saturday that's gonna be released. It's hard finding time and dealing with my laptop dying. It's not helping. So the hours that I could be spending doing video editing, I gotta cut it down by like doing an hour every single day. So that's why that's been delayed. Hmm. She is not only training for herself, but stepping into a position that others project on her, which can be seen, which can be seen. Divide as a divide. Where am I going to go with this? See, as a divide between innocence and public perception, identity. Okay, because Lily had this. Parts of her youth? Uh, because I can't say childhood because she's literally a teenager. Of her adolescence. Adolescence, there we go. To fit the standard. To fit the standard step before her. Before her. Okay, let me read this real quick. Lily is aware that she is silently being watched by those around her. She is not only training herself, but stepping into a position that others project on her, which can be seen as a divide between her innocence and public identity. Lily had to sacrifice parts of her adolescence to fit the standards set before her. There's a lot. There's a lot more. There's a lot more we can definitely add to this. What do I want to do here? Hmm. We're gonna ignore that. Hmm. I have to reword this. It. Expect. the expectations of the expectations of others. The expectation. Forces us to wear a mask before we are ready. That's what I want to write, but I need to fit that in right with this. I have a bad habit about talking about masks. All right, whatever. It forces us to wear a mask before we are ready. Okay, I think that's actually not bad. Let me read this again. Lily is aware. Lily is aware that she is silently being watched by those around her. She is not only training herself, but stepping into a position that others project on her, which can be seen as a divide between her innocence and public identity. This can be seen as a struggle. The expectations of others force us to wear a mask before we are ready. Lily had to sacrifice parts of her adolescence to fit the standards set before her. This brings her closer to the Metro Grove Territoria. So she can't fail. Shit. All right. I'll do it like another 10 minutes because this laptop is about to die. Yeah. Again, eventually, when this box gets here, I'll ship it out so I can get this actually fixed. It creates such. Don't drink unless you're an adult. Gotta keep on repeating myself. Cherish your liver. But it's nothing too crazy today. It's just Your average everyday Mike's Hard Liquor. This creates a tension between the private self, the private self. This creates tension between the private self. This creates tension between the private self and the image. Image. While admiration could be seen as empowering for her, while admiration could be seen as empowering for her, it's also isolates her. Yeah, there we go. Now we have the angle. We have the angle. It forces Lily. It forces Lily to measure herself, to measure her it forces her to measure herself. No, it forces her to measure her. No, to measure herself against an ideal. Against an ideal that no one could truly embody. So, in a way, her heroic identity, becomes a strength and a burden. Foreshadowing person she will eventually become. Or if things go south, she can just become Salter and all hell just breaks loose. Hmm. they're massive. I'm being a little bit cute right here. It's, let me read this out loud. But this isn't, again, not that bad. Like, so far it's looking pretty decent. It sounds decent in my head. Let's actually read it. Lily is aware that she is silently being watched by those around her. She is not only training herself, but stepping into a position that others project on her, which can be seen as a divide between her innocence and public identity. This can be seen as a struggle. For Lily, she can't fail and must continue pushing forward. The expectations of others force us to wear a mask before we are ready. In Lily's case, the expectations are massive because her entire kingdom is watching. Lily had to sacrifice parts of herself, her adolescence, Jesus, to fit the standards set before her. This creates tension between her private self and public self. Private and public image, Jesus Christ. I'm going blind. I actually am going blind. While admiration can be as empowering for her, while admiration could be seen as empowering for her, it also isolates her. It forces Lily to measure herself against an ideal that no one could truly embody. In a way, her heroic identity becomes a strength and a burden, the foreshadowing of the person who she will eventually become. There's so much I can write. I just want to condense this. This doesn't need to be that long. It doesn't. Now a symbol is to lose pieces of their identity. Oh, that sounds cringe. All right. All right, I gotta wrap it up because I just got the notification on my laptop that it's about to die. So good stuff. Later on tonight, if I can get this shit to work, I'll do sprite animation. But we did another section. We got like we're about halfway done. So we'll carry on tomorrow if this cooperates with me. Anyways, take care. I'll see people later. Have a good rest of your